Hello everyone, this is John Falk here with Jag Success. Today we're going to be covering the topic of implicit differentiation as seen in Calculus 1. This is a fairly easy topic that can seem very complicated at first. A very easy way to get used to this is to do something simple. Let's say we have a function and it is y squared. Well, if we want to take the derivative, all we do is we take this derivative as if it were an x. So it's 2y, just as if this was f equals x squared, then f prime would be 2x. But when we take the derivative of a term with y, we also want to multiply it by y prime. And that's really as simple as it is. So let's go over an example. I want to remind you that the same rules as regular differentiation still apply, such as the product rule, the quotient rule, and the chain rule. It's just if you are taking the derivative of a term that has y in it, then you want to tack on or multiply by y prime. So the first example we're going to go over is 4x squared minus 9y squared equals 17. So if we take the derivative of everything, we start with a 4x squared, and we've seen this a million times, and we know this is 8x. Then minus. If we take the derivative of this y term as if it was an x term, then we have 18y. And remember, if you are differentiating a y term, then you also want to multiply it by y prime. And the derivative of 17 is, of course, 0. So now we want to solve for y prime. So what we're going to do is we're just going to add this 18y, y prime to the other side. So we have 18y times y prime. And then we just divide each side by 18y. So now we have y prime equals 8x over 18y. And if we simplify this a bit, then we get 4x over 9y. And this will be your answer. So let's go over a little bit more complicated example that uses the product rule. Let's see here. Actually, let's clear this image. Okay. So our next example is going to be x squared minus 5xy plus 3y squared equals 7. And what I would like for you to notice is this term here, we're going to be using the product rule. And let me remind you what the product rule is. If we have a function that is f times g, if we take the derivative of it, then we get f prime times g plus g prime times f. So for this term in particular, let's take f to be negative 5x and g to be y. So f prime is simply negative 5, and g prime, if we take the derivative of this if it were x, then we have 1, and remember we multiply by y prime. So let's go ahead and work out this example. X squared, the derivative of that is 2x. And if we do the product rule with this, then we have f prime times g, which is negative 5 times y plus plus g prime, which is 1 times y prime, and then times f, which is negative 5x. Then we have plus, take the derivative of this if it were x, so we have 6y times y prime equals, derivative of 7 is 0. So let's go ahead and simplify this up a bit. So we have 2x minus 5y minus 5x y prime plus 6y y prime equals 0. So we want to get y prime by itself. So the trick that we're going to do is we're going to take everything with y prime to one side and leave everything else on the other. So if we take both of these terms here to the other side, then we have 2x minus 5y equals, so we have positive 5x y prime minus 6y y prime. And now we can factor out this y prime out of both these terms. So over here we have 2x minus 5y equals y prime 5x minus 6y. So if we divide both sides by 5x minus 6y, then we get our answer, which is y prime equals 2x minus 5y over 5x minus 6y. And this will be your answer.